Hello, it's Rachel and today is the second day of my 7-day Christmas card series. For today's project I'm working on some patterned paper and I've also chosen a stamp by Woodware to form the focal image on my card. I'm going to stamp this using versafine ink directly onto the patterned paper and the colour of ink I'm using here is Onyx Black. After cutting out my focal image, I decide to apply some distress ink around the edges of it. I'm applying the ink using some Ranger cut and dry foam and the colour here is frayed burlap. After I've completed this, I select a backing paper for my project and again I use the frayed burlap ink to go around the edges so that the pieces coordinate. This is a gold leafing pen produced by Krylon and I'm going to use this to go around the edges of the tag and also the backing piece of paper to give them a gold highlight. I've chosen some gold lame ribbon to go at the top of the tag and I'm going to use the Holtz tiny attacher to attach this ribbon to my focal image. To add further interest on the focal image, I've chosen to use some die cut snowflakes. The die cut here was by Cheery Lynne and I've used paper from the same paper pad. I'm applying them using a zig to a glue pen and using some tweezers to help with the application. This is a piece of linen texture ivory cardstock. I'm adding my layers that I've already prepared over the top of this so I have a small cream coloured border around my card. I'm using sellotape double-sided tape on the first layer and then I'm using some 3D foam to elevate the tag from the card. To create a matching insert for the card, I've chosen to use the tag image again. This time I'm just inking up the very edges so I don't want the text to be printed because that is where you would write your message. To decorate the insert, I've chosen several elements. The first here is a small mouse by Lavinia, and I've chosen this because the front of the card is the Night Before Christmas verse, which makes reference to a mouse. After this, I'm using some elements that coordinate with the front, so some of the Cheery Lynne die cut snowflakes, and also sponging around the edges of the tag using the frayed burlap distress ink. All that's left to do now is assemble my card. Again, I'm using double-sided sellotape to adhere the card front and the insert to my card base, and the card base is a smooth white cardstock which is a 325 gram weight, and the card is 5 by 5 inches. That is everything for day 2. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, I do appreciate it when you hit the like button or leave me a comment. The full product list will be available in the video description, and you'll also find there links to my social media.